They say that Bigfoot is just myth and legend, but the story you're about to listen to says otherwise. Welcome to Clock Strikes 3 Story Time. If you enjoy this type of content, give us a like and subscribe so we know you do. Let's begin. My friend was taken by Bigfoot. You ever hear a sound that doesn't belong in the woods? Not a branch snapping or some distant coyote. I mean something that shouldn't be there. A sound that sinks into your spine, like it noticed you before you noticed it. 3 years ago, my friend Mark and I hiked deep into the Wenatchee National Forest. No trails, no signal, no people for miles. He called it primitive camping. I called it a perfect place to go missing. Mark was a Bigfoot nut. Watched the old documentaries, knew every sighting by date and location. He brought trail cams, an audio recorder, even a cheap infrared scope. "This is the spot," he said. "I can feel it." That first night, the forest felt too still. No wind, no owls, no bugs, just waiting. Sometime past 2 a.m., I woke up to something moving outside my tent. Heavy, measured, bipedal. There was a long pause, then the slow sound of breathing right outside the nylon wall. I held my breath. Whatever it was, it knew I was awake. Eventually the steps faded into the trees. Morning came, and Mark swore he heard it too. We joked about it over coffee. Probably just a deer. But neither of us really believed that, especially when we found no tracks, not even ours. As if something was deliberately trying to leave no prints behind. Almost like the ground had wiped itself clean. The second night, the forest changed. It didn't feel empty anymore. It felt ominous. Mark stayed up later than usual, drinking and scanning the woods with that scope. At one point, he stood up and shouted, "Come on then, you want a show? Come get one." I told him to shut up. He laughed, but it didn't reach his eyes. I left my flashlight on, just in case. At 3:13 a.m., I heard the tent zipper open. Not mine, Mark's. Then came the scraping sound, like canvas dragging over something rough. I called out. No answer. I unzipped my tent and stepped into the cold. His tent was gone. Not collapsed, not shredded. Gone. Sleeping bag, gear, even the footprint of where it had been, vanished. I stood there, frozen, trying to listen over the thudding in my chest. Then from up the hill, in the dark, I heard it. Crunch, snap, crunch. Something big, walking away. I stayed up the rest of the night by the fire, clutching my knife like it would matter. When dawn broke, I found his recorder, still running. I took it and hiked out. Didn't look back. The fear was too strong. Back home, I played the tape. Most of it was static and forest noise. Until around hour 3, there was a low, rhythmic grunt. Not quite a growl, not human, not animal. Then, heavy breathing, and a sound like something dragging canvas through leaves. And just before the recording cuts off, there's a new noise, so subtle, You'd miss it if you weren't waiting for it. A deliberate thump, like a fingernail tapping the microphone. Then another and another. 3 slow taps. Then silence. I've played that part hundreds of times. Each time, I get the same feeling, like something's trying to send a message. I never saw Mark again. His family put up posters. The Forest Service blamed the bear. But bears don't walk off with tents. They don't erase tracks. And they don't tap the mic before vanishing into the trees. I still go camping, but never alone. And I never sleep through the night, because some part of me knows. It knew exactly what it was doing. It was hunting, and Mark was the game. So what do you think? Was it just a bear looking for a new tent to hibernate in? Or could it have been something a lot more humanoid? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And the next time you're out camping, remember to leave a flashlight on, just in case. Until next time. Stay spooky.